This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Future Ace of Japanese Pro Wrestling Podcast, Didn't Get All of It Japan. I'm your host, Kaz Wheeler, and I am not on this journey alone. While tonight B-Rob is out on assignment, I am joined this week by the winner of this year's Oscar for Best Supporting Co-Host, Will Housel.
You know, there's a lot of talk about the bald son of a bitches that are ruining wrestling as of last night. You know, I'm going to call him right now. Fuck Carl Anderson and fuck Luke Gallows.
Yeah. And filling in for B-Rob this week, the winner for Best Hair and Makeup on a Podcast, Nick Marsico.
First of all, I'm an individual. I'm not filling in for anybody. I'm here as my own man. Thank you very much. And what the fuck happened with Gallows and Anderson? Please don't tell me they're doing something that involves me having to watch them.
They lived, the bitch.
They're not going to be on my TV, right?
They'll probably be on Strong soon.
They'll probably, I bet they show up on Collision at some point.
That's fine.
That'll be okay.
Stay there. And don't you forget, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the show on your podcatcher of choice. Find us over on Blue Sky and give us feedback. And go and leave us one of those Dave Meltzer 5-star ratings that keep getting thrown around. And write us a review to let people know how much you love this here show. In fact, in this very intro, every episode, if you give us a 5-star review over on Spotify or Apple, I will personally read it out loud on this very intro. That's right, you can put words right in my mouth, like this review from Ty Flotion. And he writes, Didn't Get All of It Japan provides a unique outlook on Japanese wrestling. 3 hosts, all with different levels of familiarity about the products. Whether you're a hardcore fan, a casual, or somewhere in the middle, you'll be able to relate and feel welcomed. Check it out if you like to laugh and love Japanese wrestling. Also, Kaz should read One Piece. I will not.
That's a good bit.
Is it? I literally was at a comic store the other week and was looking in the manga section, and I think all of them were like marked down because they were all errors. Like all the books were like printed backwards.
Fuck you, first of all. Second of all,
wait, is that where you were going with that? Really? That was where the joke was?
Yep.
Wow.
We're gonna get you to read some good manga. We'll get you on some like Kill la Kill or Gurren Lagann.
No, Junji Ito. What's all the crazy shit that dude does? Is that who I'm thinking of, or am I thinking somebody else? Is that somebody wrong? Wait, no. Is that right? Hold on. I look that shit up now.
Well, while you're looking that up, if you want any more from us or anyone else at Fatal 4 Podcasts, head on over to Patreon and search Fatal 4 Podcasts and sign up at either the $3 Discord level, which gets you full access to our Discord channel where we talk all things wrestling and anything else you can think of throughout the week, or sign up at the $5 Fatal 4 Plus level and get all of that along with exclusive monthly bonus shows from our sister shows Squared Circle Strafe, Didn't Get All of It, and along with our own exclusive look at the wider world of pro wrestling, Didn't Get All of It Japan on Excursion. Thanks for your support. And now let's get on with the show. Welcome to A Block.
If you give us enough money, we'll finally start Didn't Get All of It Planet Namek.
We might.
More and more, we're going to convince Paul. If we keep pestering about it. Nick, what do you know about Dragon Ball?
I know Krillin and Piccolo.
All right, that's already more than Kaz. Perfect.
All right. So love that fucking show. I used to come home and watch it after Pokemon.
I know there's a bald dude in a Hawaiian shirt.
That's Gotenks. Wait, no, Master. What is it?
That's Gabe Kidd.
No.
Yes.
Who's Gotenks? It wasn't Gotenks. He was like the Master guy or some shit.
Master Roshi.
Yeah, Master Roshi. Okay, I got there. You got there for me, but I had the Master part.
Oh, the little green guy with the tongue.
That's the Great Buddha.
Very good. We do have a little bit of news to talk about. From the Stardom side, Momo Watanabe of Stardom will be facing Mercedes Moné at AEW Revolution this coming Sunday for the TBS title.
There's a lot of Mo's in that match.
There is. I I think it's the match I'm probably most excited for on that card. I think
it's like
be very
it's like
good.
Bizarro Zack Ryder. You know, he used to say woo woo woo. It's like Momo.
You
I'm
don't
not
ever
giving that.
get
I'm
to.
not giving that any love. We're gonna move right past that.
Oh, we're on a roll, boys. Speaking of Mercedes Moné, she's
Wait, let's actually talk about the match.
Okay, we can. Yes,
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be very good.
They had a good match back in DC last year, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it DC? I know. Monet was wearing a American flag outfit, so I'm not sure if she was like being racist or if that was she was in DC. I'm not really sure.
Yes,
they had a real good match.
Yeah, very good. I mean,
what a person from Boston's racist? Never.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Those people are very, very nice and very, very good.
What?
I don't want to say something I shouldn't, so let's keep going.
No, you should. Calm out.
I'm good. It's almost St. Patrick's Day. I can't be bad to Boston right now.
Yes, you can.
Just say that. Just say it about Cody, and it's okay.
Oh, I want to be nice to him. He's a sweet boy. He was our favorite. He was our biggest fan when he was like 13 years old.
That's my favorite John Heyman tweet. Do you know the baseball reporter John Heyman?
I do.
There's a street in Boston called Black Fan. He wrote a tweet years ago. Past street called Black Fan on the way to Fenway. Haven't seen one since.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that's my favorite tweet of all time. Well, one of.
Lord Almighty. But yeah, I think this is gonna. I mean, I don't see Momo winning this match. I would be shocked if she did, honestly, but I wouldn't. I'd love for her to. I think it'd be very.
Now, if she wants to appeal to U.S. fans, she should tap into the generation that loves seasons 1 through 10 of The Simpsons, and she should come out in a big fat suit, and she should be Mumu Watanabe.
I knew that's where that was going.
I know, because I made that joke in the Discord the other day. Or was it group chat? I don't remember. One of the two.
I don't remember seeing it, so that's new to me.
It's probably the group chat. Yeah, I said, she's wearing the Mumu like Homer Simpson.
Lord. Yeah. Other than that, Mercedes has been announced for New Japan's Resurgent show May 8th in Ontario, California. And I would imagine that's the next Defense of Her Strong Women's Championship, which I'm kind of hoping whoever it is, she drops that belt, because it just seems like it's time. But then again, who's big enough to take that belt?
Becky Lynch. I don't fucking know.
Well, the problem is they don't do storylines for that, so it's kind of difficult to, come up with anybody who's gonna like be jumping into that thing. Just gotta be like a semi high up girl in Stardom and give them the belt and move on to something else. It's really hard to kind of place it.
What's Julia up to? She available?
I think she might have another thing going on, but we can always ask. Isn't she hurt?
Yes, that's the word on the street. Yeah,
she got a case of the Floridas.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that isn't good.
I'm kind of hoping it's somebody interesting like Tekla. I think that would be a good spot for her.
You just want to goon out to that match. That's the only reason you want Tekla in there.
I will neither confirm nor deny this.
Tekla is part of the same group as Momo. Am I accurate on this?
Jesus, is she still with? Yes, they're both with Hate. Yeah.
Okay, they are. Okay, good. Then that would work for me.
Yeah. Speaking of Stardom, Saya Kamitani beat Tam Nakano earlier this week in a loser leaves Stardom match. And at the end of this match, Tam Nakano made one last challenge to the Red Belt champion, putting her career on the line against Saya's. And the two will clash one last time at Stardom's All-Star Grand Queendom event, with the loser being forced into retirement. I don't know which way this goes.
Loser leaves Stardom.
Yes. It feels like it might be Tam's time. I think she might be retiring, and that's going to be very sad.
Did you see that article where she said she wouldn't even sign with WWE for like 2 billion yen?
I did. And also, yes, she would.
Nobody's
doing, but then again, what is 2 billion yen? Like $500?
Hold on. 2 yen. Fuck, I can't spell.
13 million. 13.4 million.
That's like chump change for Triple H.
I mean, I would say Tam's worth it. She's awesome. She's had a killer year. I mean, if this is her last year, it was a hell of a run. The one other bit of Joshi news is that Meiko Satomura had her final matches in the UK at Progress and Ichiban shows. One match against Rio and the other teaming with Rain Leverkusen against Nina Samuels and Millie McKenzie. And she's on her way making her last appearances around the world before her retirement match, April 29th.
She puts over Nikita Lyons.
I am surprised she hasn't had a WWE match yet.
Do you think they even remember that she was employed there?
I mean, I guess she's still under contract there.
Dude, she didn't have a match in the women's classic or whatever, the Mae Young thing?
Yeah, that's when she first signed.
Yeah, so she had a match. Does that not count?
Well, she's had a number of matches. She was at
NXT UK.
Oh, you're right. She was the champion, right?
Yeah, she got to Mandy Rose.
That's really, does NXT UK really count though?
And then her promotion became a feeder system for WWE.
That's news.
Nobody's come from there since. I don't think.
No, but they got that relationship.
Yeah, but now they've got Marigold, and
that's wonderful. Yeah,
it's doing something.
It's got the same crowd as an NXT taping,
if that. But yeah, we are closing in on Meiko Satomura's retirement. It's going to be we may have Tam and Meiko retiring within about a week of each other.
Wow,
it's going to be very sad for the Joshi fans.
A lot of Japanese legends retiring. Meiko, Tam, Tanahashi, John Cena. Really, really hard times. Bill Goldberg.
Yes. Bill Goldberg, who did have a match, either one or two matches in Japan. I don't know. I know one.
A couple.
Sure. Yeah. Couple. They were matches that happened. But speaking of people who are doing well, Ozawa,
the savior.
Yes. Ozawa defeated Manabu Soya at Noah's Memorial Village show, successfully defending the GHC heavyweight title and becoming the first person to hold both that and the GHC national championship. I am very pleasantly surprised at how good he's been and how well they've pushed him.
I'm convinced that Shawn Michaels is booking Noah at this point. They love to put the national championship and the world championship together. That's what Triple H and Shawn Michaels like to do. So I'm now convinced that they're booking Noah.
I mean, honestly.
Do you remember when they did that for Keith Lee and then a book blew up in his face?
What?
You remember that?
I've got no clue. I didn't watch. The only thing I know about Keith Lee in NXT is that he threw Adam Cole over the barricade that one time.
He beat Adam Cole, which hilariously got spoiled by one of the Singh Bros. Not the Singh Bros, I'm sorry. The fucking Veer Mahan and his other guy. I'm being racist, I'm sorry.
Jinder's other family. Okay,
yeah. Yeah, you said it, not me. Anyways, he like got into a feud with Karrion Kross, and then like in the feud, he opened up a book and the book blew up in his face.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And he had to go to the hospital. There's a shot. My favorite shot of him is like him in the back of an ambulance with like a bandage over his eyes.
Did he know he would open the book because Keith Lee reads? Is that what happened?
Indubitably.
That was his gimmick, that he could read. Which really, if you think about it, not okay.
Why? You don't want people of color reading, Nick?
Oh, for Christ's sake. You know exactly where I was going with that. It's Triple H who doesn't want that.
Oh, sure.
I think that's how Shawn Michaels got his lazy eye because a book blew up in his face?
No?
Oh, all right.
No, that was Chris Jericho in kayfabe. But other news on the New Japan side of things, Hinare is likely out for the rest of 2025 with a knee injury. According to Wrestling Inc., he suffered a knee injury during World Tag League, and after his neck injury in 21 and head and knee injuries in 24, it's just another setback for Hinare, who was showing a lot of promise.
Now in this time, he can finally learn how to masturbate.
If they would have just kept the singles belt on him, he wouldn't have had to go to the tag team. They wouldn't have hurt his knee, and then he'd been fine just now. I still don't understand the reasoning for taking the belt off of him. The never belt. He had a couple defenses. He defended against what's his name, the little one, Hiromu, in a really good match. I think that was a Corrigan, and then he lost the belt a week later, or something like that. It was ridiculous, and I just don't know why they kind of stopped that whole thing, just so they could have him be a tag guy for no fucking reason.
You got to fill out tag league.
He could have held the belt while doing that. Wasn't Shingo the champ and he's in tag league too? Yes, no, I don't really know. I think he was there.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. I don't understand why they took the belt off of him in the first place. It made no sense. But he can't catch a fucking break. This guy.
No, I mean he was really seemed like he was coming into his own.
And this goes back to 2017 when he hurt, or 2017, 2016 when he hurt his Achilles. When was that?
That could be. I don't remember.
It was a way. It was when he was still Toa Hanare.
Yeah.
So he's just falling apart. This guy. So hopefully, him and his interesting viewpoints on the world will come back better.
Yes. Speaking of better, the best of the Super Juniors 32 schedule has been announced. The tournament will start May 10th in Chiba and end with the finals June 1st in Tokyo. I would imagine we'll get the blocks at the end of New Japan Cup.
Do we have any predictions on outlandish outsiders?
I'm hoping a couple of the CMLL guys are in. I'd love I'd love Mascara Dorada to be in it.
Yes.
I would love Neon to be in there.
Can we get Hologram?
Hologram's not allowed to lose yet, so I don't think that's going to happen.
True.
Has Hologram not lost yet?
No,
not
Hologram's still undefeated.
16-0 or something like that. Same reason Mustafa Ali didn't get in there last year, because he wouldn't lose.
Well, now he's losing, so it's okay.
Yes, now maybe he can be there now.
That'd be nice.
Don't talk shit about Hologram. Fuck you.
I love Hologram.
I know. I'm talking to Kaz.
I haven't seen Hologram a lot. I've only seen a couple matches.
He's a beast.
I'm trying to think. Is there anybody out there that's
yeah.
I mean, it'd be fun.
He's like a Shingo level junior.
I was gonna say I will always say I want Soberano and everything, because Soberano is fucking awesome, and ever since he went Rudo, he's even better. And so I would take Soberano if he's small enough. I'm not sure how he's fucking got built, so I'm not sure if he's too big now. But if he's not, I want Soberano and everything.
It certainly won't be Atlantis Jr.
That's a big boy.
But did you see the him? I guess tear his knee on his entrance.
Oh shit! Really?
You didn't see that? That was like all over. Yeah, he was like walking down the ramp and he just popped his knee out.
Was it like 2 days ago? When was that?
It might have been yesterday.
Jesus.
You know, all the grifters like, oh, look at AEW's partnership, fucking freaks.
I'm not. Do you think they would let Speedball do it before he comes in?
I wish.
He was my first instinct, but I mean, yeah, just because he's coming in now, I don't know that they're going to let him do it. I was surprised he wasn't in it last year. What happened there? Well, was he in there last? He wasn't, right? I'm not going crazy.
Was that last year?
Was it last year?
So.
Maybe he was. And he did a bunch of stuff in the Japan. He was in the
was last year? Was last year when I was bitching about Blake Christian?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember what year I was bitching about Blake Christian.
Yeah, because we haven't even been doing the show a year, so it had to have been last year. Yeah.
That shit sucks. Now his whole gimmick is I'm aware of the meme. Go to hell.
Controversial opinion. I like him, so take that for what you want.
I was waiting for a fight. Last bit of news we got at that CMLL show we were talking about. Konosuke Takeshita made a defense of the Never Championship against Angel de Oro. I haven't seen the match yet, but I've heard that it's excellent. I'm assuming neither of you have seen it either.
I haven't seen it yet. No, I gotta start. I every year when Fantastica Mini comes around, I start getting into some CMLL stuff. It's just haven't had a chance yet. For like a month, I'll be like all CMLL all over the place, and it'll just kind of fall off.
Yeah.
So I'll be seeing that one soon.
Yeah, I need to check it out too. Like I said, anytime I start watching CMLL stuff, I really like it. I just don't watch enough. But yeah, it's interesting. Takeshita is defending that belt everywhere. It seems like.
He's doing the old pack thing, defending it everywhere. They got to start showing those on TV now.
It'd be nice. But other than that, I think that's it for the news. When we come back, we're going to be talking the New Japan Anniversary show.
Hey, New Japan, I heard it's your birthday. So happy birthday. You turned, 35? Was it 35 this year? Am I right? Am I wrong? Wait, what number are we at?
Is that
if you're dyslexic, then yes.
Oh, fuck, it's 53?
I was about to say, 35 seems a little...
Whoops. You just insulted a whole bunch of people. Good job, asshole.
I'm sorry for the other 20-something years of New Japan history.
Good Lord. I was thinking that seems a little low, but maybe he's right. Nope, it's 53.
Listen, numbers are hard. It's so
they are.
Anyways,
yes. Let's go over the card for the anniversary show. We are opening with the New Japan World Television Championship. El Phantasmo defends against X.
Robbie X.
Who do we think X is?
DMX, what?
I don't know who that is.
How dare? I know we skipped over it. Fantastica Mania. Did y'all watch the Cavernario Hechicero match?
Yeah,
yes.
I talked about it in our chat. I think it was fucking ridiculous.
Oh man! See, put Hechicero against Phantasmo. Fuck it. Oh.
I'd love that. That'd be fun.
Wait, no, Sobrano.
Any of the CMLL guys would be fun. I know ELP's been on social media saying he wants to defend it against a New Japan guy specifically, but I do wonder if that's
throwing us off the trail.
If we're going to end up getting El Phantasmo versus Bishop Dyer.
Oh no, Carl Anderson.
You've been begging for Bishop Dyer.
Here's the thing. I think he'd be good in New Japan.
I do too, but I feel like you're the only one. Oh, excuse me. The only one who's been asking for him every week.
I just think it'd be a good fit. I think it'd be interesting.
Has he done any matches other than the one he did at GCW back in January?
No, but he is going to have an NWA World Title match.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
On the Maple Leaf show.
Oh, okay, it's going to be on the Maple Leaf Pro show, not an actual NWA. Okay, then it's okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if this fucking guy's going to go to NWA, he doesn't care about his career at all.
Jeez.
What?
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
Listen, putting the NWA title on Bishop Dyer would be a huge improvement from the last decade, basically.
Oh, I agree. Just don't have him defended on any of the shows. Have him defended everywhere else, but never show up on one of their shows.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I would love to know how many people actually watch any of that.
Sadis.
Like, is there a number? Because when they had Power, like 5 years ago, how long ago? It was like 6 years ago? When Power first came out, it was great and everybody loved it. And LA Knight had his red shoes or whatever.
Tony Khan poached all their talent.
Yeah, and then Billy Corgan introduced cocaine to television.
What a beast.
Just what a dumb thing. Yeah, I think if it's somebody like Bishop Dyer, I think ELP probably drops the belt, at least for a little bit. If it's a New Japan guy, I think he probably keeps it. I don't know what else you do with ELP at the moment.
He can go Team Majado again.
That feels like a step down.
Yeah, but that's their go-to.
Yeah. Next we have Hartley Jackson and Ryohei Oiwa of TMDK taking on Chase Owens and Bad Luck Fale.
Hartley Jackson, that's the chick with the puppet in AEW, right?
That's what is her name? Shit.
That's Harley Graham.
Harley Cameron. That's what it is.
Oh, does Hartley Jackson have a nice pair too?
He's a bigger boy. So yeah,
they're both from Australia, and they both like to feel the wrath of some way, shape, or form.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just found out that Hartley Jackson was actually part of the Voodoo Murders, like 9 years ago, in All Japan. That's something I learned the other day. The Voodoo Murders with some classics like Rose Z.
Yes.
Big Daddy Voodoo.
That was the stable when you got fired from WWE in 2007, and Johnny H is like, "Oh, all right, I'll get you a job in all Japan." In all Japan.
Jeez, that's the voice that hurt your throat.
That's right. I'm eating too much of Mrs. Baba's coaching.
Jesus Christ. I just learned.
Sorry that I made that happen.
Oh God Almighty! I just learned that Tom Brady was still wrestling. In fact, on a New Japan Tamashi show run by said Bad Luck Fale as Johnny Gunn.
I think I learned that from you.
I did post that in the.
Oh yes, I learned that from you.
Yeah, which shocked me. I had no idea he was still working. Oiwa wins this. I assume pins Chase or something.
He should pin Fale, but Fale's got something to do the next day, so he's got a loss to take the next day. So yeah, he'll pin Chase, and we'll all move on with our lives.
Yeah. Then we have 3 of the just 4 guys: Taka Michinoku, Taichi, and Yuga Yamura against Gato, Taiji Ishimori, and Sonata.
Yeah,
Can we just have Sonata retire along with like Mega Satomura and
send them to Florida.
I would love that because I don't watch that, so that would be great.
Man, that would be.
I would love to hear how Corey Graves and Vic Joseph would prop up Sonata.
I mean, former IWGP champion.
Oh
just
my
like Brock
goodness!
Lesnar.
He was in TNA like me. Oh,
there you go. Perfect. So you get that connection.
I mean,
the TNA connection.
Were they in TNA at the same time? They had to. Right?
No.
2011 was Booker T. No, was he still there?
No, Booker was in the Rumble that year.
I don't fucking know. You asked me to go.
So they just missed each other.
Booker just missed wrestling on the Bound for Glory Wrestle 1 show. Do you remember that show?
Wasn't that like 2007? Wait, no.
No, that was 2013? No, even later, I think.
Really? Oh, that was the one that was in Cork and Hall, right?
Yeah, I remember watching that show. Then the Dudleys came out and they called out the Bullet Club.
Very confused.
They're like, we're Japan. Fuck it. They don't care.
I mean, listen.
2014. That was close.
Shocking.
What was the main event? It was Muda and Sonata against James Storm and someone, I think.
It was, Muda and Tajiri
versus
yes.
Sonata
and James Storm.
Yes, James Storm's weird faction.
That was so fucking weird. I hated that goddamn faction. It made no damn sense.
James Storm, Sonata, Mahabali Shira. Fuck, why do I remember this?
Because it was that bad. Let's see what's in there. Manic was in there.
Manic, yes, he was.
Abyss, Koya, apparently.
What?
Is this
Serena
World
D
Elite?
Was there, apparently?
No, this was what were they called?
The Revolution.
The Revolution.
Didn't he throw Mickey James in front of a train?
Yes, he threw Mickey James in front of a train.
Oh, that's that
on there. Was that the beginning of when they started killing people off in that show?
Yeah,
they killed people a lot after that.
Eddie Kingston ran over a child.
Yes, that was one of the greatest. Oh wait, Koya is Mahabali Shara.
Okay. I was like, who's that? I don't know that name.
No.
Remember the Shira Shuffle?
Yes, I remember the Shira Shuffle. Are you kidding me?
All right, I found our next
podcast now.
Cross the line.
Is Ring Ka King anywhere to view?
It's all on YouTube, I think.
Is it? Oh shit! All right, guys, I'm out of here for the night.
That's going to be the next Patreon. Ring Ka King.
Dude, I would love if we could. It has nothing to do with Japan, unless it's a Japanese restaurant. Oh, let me see if I can find a workaround.
It's still Asia, so it counts.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's Asia.
Oh my god, yeah. Christ. Okay, we'll put that up. We'll put it on the list.
I can see if there's like a Japanese restaurant there.
I'm assuming just 4 guys wins this. I don't know. I mean, they're just going to continue it into the tournament anyway, so it doesn't. I'm sure it'll be a decent match with.
Well, Yomura is going to beat Gato, and everybody's going to be happy, and we'll move on.
Yeah. Does Jeff Jarrett count?
Yes.
Indian Bullet Club leader Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett's Bullet Club, so it counts. I'd love for it to be Taichi getting a pin because, man, he's on a downturn at the moment. And it's very sad for me. The next match, Drilla Maloney and Gabe Kidd against Ren Narita and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Kanemaru's taking the pin here, definitely.
Probably. Did you see Gabe Kidd's interview with Ardu City?
I saw clips of it.
You'd enjoy it. It's quite fun.
Yeah. I imagine. Did you either of you watch Gabe's collision match with Butcher?
Yes, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah. That's match for him.
And he made Butcher. That's the best Butcher's looked in forever, too.
Sorry, back on TNA for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's do it.
Y'all remember Raisha Saeed?
Yeah, damn right I do.
There's just cheerleader Melissa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I knew that, but that's just so funny to remember. Cheerleader Melissa.
I didn't realize until the other day is speaking of cheerleader Melissa, we're gonna go just to that part of the world as far as Shimmer and Shine and all those things. Is that Nicole Matthews still wrestles? I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, she came out of retirement, I think.
I didn't realize she was unretired. I was excited to look forward to it.
I saw her wrestle at DPW against Miyu Yamashita.
Shit, really?
Yeah,
she worked one of the DPW shows down here too.
Because I just saw her. She posted something on Blue Sky. I'm like, oh shit, she's wrestling again. That's awesome. So I've got to go ahead and look into that.
Yeah,
it's 2006 all over again, fellas.
Yeah, I was very happy when I saw that she was on that card that I went to because I've always been a fan of hers.
I remember cheerleader. This is very off topic now. Cheerleader Melissa. When I was in high school, I'd play EWR. I still do, but when I played EWR, cheerleader Melissa got so over, and I had her win the WWE title from Chris Hero.
And this is why I don't give you the book, pal.
She was like a 98 over. What do you want me to do?
No, why did Chris Hero have? What did he do? Who did he ever beat?
Whoever my WWE champion was at the time. I don't remember.
Oh, all right, then.
I'm sure your champion was trying to think of a good name.
Listen, I had an APA 2000 team that was Giant Tiger, the fat drunk Canadian wrestler,
Giant Tiger, Jesus,
and Bo Dallas, and they feuded with the Colony for the junior cruiserweight tag titles.
Was it the Orange Cassidy version of the Colony? Or
yes, it was Fire Ed and
all right, nice, the real Colony.
Yes.
Speaking of the greatest army man in the world, Dick Togo, he's got a match coming up too.
Good transition back.
Thank you.
That's very good. Yes, Dick Togo, Sho, Evil, and Yujiro against Hiromu, Shingo, and Naito. And I'm missing. Oh, it's Tsuji. There it is. Almost missed Tsuji. Yes. Yeah, that'll be a match where Naito does his spots that everybody else actually works around him.
There does his spots. He pinned. It's going to be what's his name? I'm looking at his face. Literally, he's smiling right at me as I say this. Suji's going to pin Sho, and we're going to move on.
Is it depressing that I was thinking about this the other day that The Rock is more mobile than Tetsuya Naito?
How do we know?
I saw The Rock wrestle this year or last year rather.
When it was a year ago. I didn't even see the match. Was he good?
He wrestled the whole half-hour match and didn't get gas. So
it was a tag team match though.
But still, Naito works tag matches. He looks like shit.
That's a good point. It's fair enough. But Naito can't see. It's not fair.
Right? Wow, because he has eyes that are slanted, Nick. Wow.
That's what the Mexican people said. I didn't say that.
Wait, aren't you? Never mind.
No, sir. Let's not get back to that.
We've been over this. Now, in the matches that actually matter, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, El Desperado defends against Francesco Akira. I think this is going to be real fun.
I want Akira to win just because Akira's my guy.
Io Sky just won the world title.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess so then she'll be dropping it to Bianca Mania then. Well, good for Io. She certainly deserves it.
It's probably a triple threat at Mania.
I mean, as
you
long
guys
as
are
Bianca
talking
wins.
over me talking about Akira with Raw.
We're talking about real Japanese wrestling, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake. I forgot Rhea Ripley is the Japanese legend. This is true with the Riptide and all the other things she does.
Yes,
Dominic Mysterio and whatnot.
But I like Akira a lot too. Word is he's been bulking up a little bit, so I'll be interested to see what he looks like doing that. But I think this should be a good match. I don't see him winning.
Why not?
I think
he's been doing a lot of press lately. He's
been talking a lot.
Yeah, he did. Who's at some international event and like talking to the Prime Minister of Italy or some bullshit.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it would be a little out of nowhere comparatively.
So
I wouldn't mind it.
To be fair,
yeah,
technically speaking,
it's true.
Why not? It's the junior tag league, the junior tournament's coming up soon. So why not just throw something crazy out there? Yeah. Worst case scenario, he loses it in June. But he's also awesome. So why make him lose it?
I wouldn't be against it. I think
I was honestly sold on him winning the whole thing last year.
I don't know if he was ready last year, but this year you can convince me.
He fucking was ready last year. You bite your tongue.
I think
you take a picture and bite your tongue.
No, thank you. But I think this will be the best match of the card. But speaking of matches that are going to happen, the very first defense for Hiroki Goto of the IWGP World Championship against Hiroshi Tanahashi.
We should mention that the winner is slated to face Katsuyori Shibata at Forbidden Door.
Well, that's what Shibata says.
Shibata will get his wish.
Do you think so?
I don't see why not.
I mean, it'd be really cool. I'd love to see that, but here's the problem.
There's going to be two title defenses in America before that?
No, this is how this match is going to go.
Oh, boy.
Hiroshi Tanahashi, President Tanahashi, he looks over at Red Shoes, tells him to turn around, and then he kicks Goto in the balls. And then he pins him. And we have heel President Hiroshi Tanahashi, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
He's gonna hug Goto, and then Zack Sabre Jr. is gonna do the thing with his across the throat.
It's gonna be Yuji Nagata.
Oh, it's a good one. It's much better than what I had.
Who's the Travis Scott here?
Bob
Sapp.
I mean, Tai Chi sings.
I'd rather Bob Sapp. So Bob Sapp.
Why does it gotta be somebody black?
Bob Sapp is a good singer.
What are you talking about, sir?
He does have albums.
Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm learning a lot today.
Wow. You gotta Google this.
That's what I'm doing. I'm not talking to you guys anymore.
Yeah, Bob Sapp's a singer.
We get Ring Ka King off the screen here.
But
yet, no, honestly, Goto's winning this. That just makes a ton of sense.
Does Tanahashi take a Goto Revolution?
That's a good question. Probably. He could probably handle one. I mean, this will be a fun match for the people there just to see it. But yeah, I mean, Goto wins this, and I would like for the Shibata match to happen. I think it'd make a lot of sense and be very interesting. I wish it were happening in Japan, but New Japan seems dead set on never letting him wrestle on that or in that country ever again.
Hey, they let him have that 5-minute exhibition with Tana.
They're the kings of being petty. If the president can't get the match to happen, they're just going to be petty forever. So it's got to happen. It's got to happen in London if it's going to happen anywhere.
Yeah.
But I want to know who you think is going to be the two guys who wrestle in May and April and May.
Well, I'm trying to.
I would guess one's going to be a U.S. talent.
Yeah,
right.
Do you do Nagata at one of those?
No.
Not if you want to sell tickets, just because in America they're dumb and don't know him unless like they watched WCW in 1996.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, at least Nagata has a little bit of name recognition.
You rather go Kojima if that's the case.
I mean, maybe you do Kojima and Nagata. I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, that'd be a.
Why not Bob Sapp?
Oh.
When was the last time Bob Sapp wrestled?
What if it's Homicide?
He'll have already retired.
We don't know that.
He's retiring on the 20th.
Did they give an official date?
Yeah, March 20th in Brooklyn.
Oh, I didn't know it was an official date.
Mm-hmm. They just announced it, I think, today.
Are you going to that show?
I don't know. Probably not. I just got a new position at work, and I probably I might work Saturdays now, so I'm not really sure how it's going to go.
I love you guys. Fuck you. I'm retired now.
I guess the question I asked the other week about if it's going to be March of this year, March of next year. I guess he meant March of this year.
Yeah. He was like, nah, just right this
next week, pal. That's it.
I'm trying to think who else. Like, I feel like there's going to be like one. I wish Eddie Kingston were healthy by then, but I don't think he will be.
No, probably not. I'm trying to think of a US guy that's.
Maybe you give one to one of the Bullet Club War Dogs.
I mean, I think Gabe's working Ishii for the.
Well, I'm saying, I think like.
So would you do
Drilla?
Yeah, Drilla maybe.
Drilla or Clark.
Well, here's the thing, because the New Japan Cup winner. Let me look at that schedule because this cup ends before then.
Cup of Cum?
Yes, that's what I said.
New Japan.
Here. Windy City Riot is April 11. We have Secure Genesis before then. That's the thing that worries me about it, because depending on who wins New Japan Cup, does Goto have the belt still?
Are you saying they're going to have Finley be the one who defends the belts in the April and May shows in America?
Do you want the lowest drawing U.S. shows of all time?
I'm asking you.
I'm sorry. Do you not want David Finley versus Jay White at Forbidden Door?
Oh, is that something that's on the table? Because if so, no, I don't.
I kind of do.
I'd rather split my Finley dick in half long ways.
I'm a Finley fan, but nobody knows who the fuck he is. I don't know how they did that, but nobody knows who he is.
Well, they're gonna know who he is when he's the IWGP champion.
You're gonna learn his name. He
has a brother on NXT. I don't even know that was his brother.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, that's so. And we're pretty much in agreement. Goto's walking away with this, and it just depends on Cup and all that stuff as to whether he makes it to Forbidden Door and the dream match against Shibata. Speaking of which, that's the end of Beat Block. Whenever we come back, we're going to decide who we think is winning New Japan Cup as we fill out our own show bracket when we come back.
Hey, TJP.
I'm ready in Harambe.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the C Block action. Now we're going to talk about why it's Chase Owens' year to win the New Japan Cup. Boys?
This is where I quit the show. Thank you for having me.
Oh, Lord Almighty. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, we're gonna go through the New Japan Cup bracket. We're gonna fill it out from Chris Sampson, Sport of Pro Wrestling, who put this together, and we're gonna fill out a official show bracket, and we're gonna see how we do at the end of the tournament. So let's start with the first match here on this in Group 1 in the quarterfinals. We have Yota Tsuji and Evil. What are we thinking?
So I did 2 brackets and I had Evil winning both times.
That makes most sense.
Only because I think he's going to face Finley and then maybe he'll beat Finley also.
Right. Yeah. I mean, having Finley in the next one does make a lot of sense. I'm sure it'll be shenanigans.
Now,
just to keep Tsuji strong.
Now, is there a chance that North Carolina can still make this tournament?
I have not kept up with college basketball enough to know.
Okay.
It's going to be Duke and Coach K.
All I know is
Coach K does not coach Duke anymore.
He's been gone for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Sure, because I've got his game. It was on Genesis. It's great.
Jesus, was he coaching long enough that he was at a Genesis game?
Fuck yeah, he was. It was Coach K's college hoops.
Lord. Yeah, all I know is Houston Cougars. They're going to win it.
What?
I don't know. That's all I got for you.
Are they even in?
Spartans, my friend.
Yes, thank you.
Number 8 in the country. That's my boys.
Thank you, Nick. Wow, Nick's pandering to me this year.
Lord.
I'm pandering to my wife.
So all right, so we're
actually the Houston Cougars are probably might be a 1 seed this year, so you're not too far off.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so we're going Evil here.
Definitely going to go Evil.
All right, David Finley gets a bye. Yuya Uemura versus Sonata.
If Sonata wins this match, I will cry. Can we just be done with him? Look, I wanted to like him so badly.
I did too.
I just can't.
Well, I don't like bald people, so.
Excuse me?
You heard me, Baldy.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, I like Uemura a lot in this tournament. I think this would be a really good win for him. So I'm thinking he beats Sonata.
And then maybe just 5 guys as a whole can move on from the Sonata and don't even bother with having Taichi versus Sonata because they did it once and we're good. We can move past it completely.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So we're going to go Uemura over Sonata. Yoshihashi has a bye. Evil versus David Finley in the semis of this group.
I'm
taking Evil again. Personally.
There's not many matches that make me want to end everything. But the concept of Evil versus Finley.
Bullet Club Civil War, Will.
I'm going to put a club of bullets into my head if I have to watch that match. I
mean, here's the thing. Both of them can have a good match. It's just I don't know if they can have a good match with each other. I'm going to be very curious to see how this is booked. It's hard for me to go against Finley in this tournament. So Nick, you've got Evil. I've got Finley. Will, you're the deciding vote.
Man, this is like deciding which testicle I want to chop off. I guess I'm going Finley.
All right. Votes have it. David Finley moves on. We have Yuya Uemura versus Yoshihashi. You couldn't possibly have Yoshihashi win this.
I mean, he has a bye for a reason. I don't know.
Listen, some people have some buys in this tournament that I don't understand. I mean, unless you want to tease doing Yoshihashi versus Goto. I mean, I don't see it. And I think that Uemura is going to have a lot of shine in this tournament. I'm leaning towards him.
Yeah, I'm putting Uemura.
Okay. Will?
Uemura.
All right. Votes have it. And then the final on Group 1. David Finley, Yuya Uemura.
David Finley.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
That's
love...
my original bracket that I did, that was the winner, was Finley, so.
Yeah. I would love to see Yumura get it, and maybe that first defense is against a young guy, maybe. But I mean, it's just hard to, especially with. I think Finley probably was going to win it last year before he got injured. So I think this is going to be the year that he wins the cup, at least this side of the bracket. We'll see where we get to when we get to the end. Group 2, we have Ryohei Oiwa versus Nick's pick, Chase Owens.
Okay, I just learned some news, guys. My
God.
wife just sent me her bracket, and she actually picked Owens to win this match. So
Here's the
problems here. I think I have to leave her.
Did we file for divorce?
Yeah, it's over. It's completely over at this point.
But here's
I
the
don't know
thing.
what I'm going to do.
There's precedence for it. He's done it before. And we've seen Chase Owens win the first round New Japan Cup match in a shocker. I don't.
Was it over?
Oh, it was.
Was that Juice? Or was Juice the second round?
Oh, that's a good question.
He earned the title shots. I think it was Juicy beat.
I think it was, yeah.
I had a really shitty title match with him.
Yeah, I think it was. This would suck for Oiwa if he lost to Chase.
He would hang his head in shame. He'd go back to Noah. It'd be over for him.
I mean, listen, Noah could use him.
Although didn't Ozawa just call him out?
Yeah, he called out him.
There we go. That's the storyline then.
He called out Oiwa, and I want to say, was it Yuma Anzai?
No. Oh God, who was it?
It was one of the All Japan guys. I don't remember which one it was.
It was one of the All Japan guys. I don't remember who it was either.
Yeah, so maybe there'll be some crossover there at some point, which would be fun. I can't pick Chase. I just can't do it. It's going to come back and bite us, but I think we have to go Oiwa. Then we have Zack Sabre Jr. with the bye. Gabe Kidd, Ren Narita. This feels like the biggest shoe-in of the entire first round. I can't imagine Narita beating Gabe Kidd.
We can have an upset.
Look, it's going to be Gabe, but I worry so much.
Because of the House of Torture.
Yeah, the house always wins. It's in the theme song, right?
Yeah.
That's their song.
I mean, you could convince me, but I just can't imagine because Gabe needs some wins. He's lost some big matches. I think he needs to rack up a few wins. So yeah, I think we got to go Gabe Kidd here. Taichi gets a bye, and now we have Ryohei Oiwa versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I would love to see Oiwa get the upset on here.
That'd be interesting.
It wouldn't hurt Zack at all. And I mean,
well, you say that. Apparently, Zack going 20 minutes with Fuego in GCW hurts Zack.
it happened all in GCW hurts
Here's the deal. Get fucked.
I tweeted. I posted this earlier in the Discord. These people would have an aneurysm if they saw the Save the Indies in like 2015, 2016, where all of your favorites were working every single nerd possible and having crazy matches across every single state and working these ho-hum states and whoever. I think Chase Owens got discovered because AJ Styles decided to work NWA wild side bullshit.
I mean, it's just... Here's the crazy part. Fuego was a fill-in for Drew Parker. Drew Parker got hurt. It was supposed to be Zack and Drew Parker going 20 minutes. So, like, what do you want him to do? I mean, it's just ridiculousness. But I think Zack wins this. I think it's a competitive match, but I don't think Oiwa gets a big win over his mentor just yet. So I'm voting Zack. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Zack makes sense.
Yeah, I put Zack.
Right,
Otherwise,
Zack
we get like an Oiwa and Kid rematch, which actually that wouldn't be bad.
I wouldn't be against it. Speaking of Gabe Kidd versus Taichi.
Come on.
Yeah, it's Gabe Kidd.
Look,
they don't seem to want to.
This is what they did to me. Okay, they did this on purpose. They're dangling Zack versus Taichi in front of us again, and they're not going to give it to us. No, I don't know why.
We're never getting that match.
I don't understand.
Like it seemed like
we're not going to get it.
the obvious choice was Zach versus Taichi in a title defense, but we just never got it. But yeah, they don't seem to want to let Taichi win anything, and I don't see Gabe Kidd being the guy that they drop it to. So yeah, Gabe Kidd, and then we have Gabe Kidd versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm giving Gabe a big one for that one. Gabe will take it.
I think you're probably right. Because this would be I think a big one that he needs. But man, here's the interesting thing. Chris Sampson put out the stats, and before like last week, nobody had picked Zach to win at all. And it just surprised me that people have just completely written Zach off already.
I think it's rough because he's in the same bracket as a Kid, though. I think if he wasn't there, I think people would give him more of a shot. But I don't think anybody's willing to.
Well, you remember when the speaking out stuff happened and all of his friends got accused. So Zack Sabre Jr. Deleted off of social media. So he's known for running away when it comes to kids. So,
and we are picking Gabe Kidd over Zack Sabre Jr. We move on to Group 3. Good God, El Fantasmo versus Great-O-Khan. This might be one of the matches I'm looking forward to most in the first round. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I this is one I'm very curious. I can't imagine Great-O-Khan losing this, but also if ELP is dropping the TV belt, does that give him room to go on a little bit of a run?
Somebody did say that they thought maybe it would be Shota as X facing for the belt.
Ooh.
And if that's the case, then we could, if that happens, then and Shota wins the belt, then we could. Are they going to give us a Great-O-Khan versus Shota rematch already? Is that what they're going for?
I mean, I feel like if you're going to do that with Shota, you need to have him build up a little more, though. I would think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine just throwing him right into a title. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Great-O-Khan in this one.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So Great-O-Khan over ELP. Shota Umino gets a bye because reasons, I guess. And now here's the match that I think is the most interesting. And I think this is where we get our big shock win. Tetsuya Naito and Callum Newman.
So I think the guy with no knees, the guy with endless knees, because all he does is run.
Yes. I think Callum wins this.
I never had a doubt in my mind. They announced the bracket, and there was not a doubt in my mind that Callum wins.
Yeah, that's your big upset.
Which is crazy because it seems like everybody's picking it. So how can it be an upset? But also, it's Naito. And
it's like March Madness. You always look at the bracket. There's like, oh, this is the team that's going to get jousted in the first round by this mid-major bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because I just can't imagine Naito working an entire tournament. So yeah, I think we're in agreement. Callum Newman pulls off the upset.
Watch him with this bullshit now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Naito and Finley in the finals. Kill me. Jeff Cobb gets a bye, which is interesting because apparently he's still unsigned anywhere. We have Great-O-Khan versus Shota Umino.
I want to see Okan beat him in less time.
Just squash him.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. I mean, do you have Shota lose twice in a row to Great-O-Khan?
I mean, if you're telling the story, sure, why not?
Yeah. Maybe I guess you have him get close and then still not be able to get over the hump.
Because my original bracket that I did actually had Shota go to the final and lose. Like, so he got real close and he suffers another big setback because it's like, oh shit, he's finally going to figure this out, and then loses again. So it's hard to see what they're going to do with it, but I would like to see Okan beat him in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I could see that. I think this match is going to be the one that tells you where this tournament's really going to go. But yeah, I'm kind of towards Great-O-Khan.
I'm putting Okan.
Yeah. Okay. So Great-O-Khan, Callum Newman, and Jeff Cobb. United Empire versus United Empire.
I don't know. So this one's interesting because obviously we know Cobb's contract status is up in the air. More likely, he's headed stateside.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really ready to give that little nudge to Callum? I don't know if he's ready.
Well, I mean, the winner gets O'Khan, right?
Right.
Yes.
It wouldn't surprise me to have because they are definitely going to be going all in with Callum. But if they might go, if they don't want to have Callum lose to O'Khan, like to get too far, and they might just have them do O'Khan versus.
I guess it is time for Gato to push his new European twink, so Callum does fit that mold.
Yeah, and I mean it'd be a good spot for Cobb on the way out, putting over the United Empire guy. It's going to be an interesting match just because of the difference in the way those two work. But I think I'm leaning towards Newman. Yeah,
I'm leaning that way too.
Newman.
And then in the finals for Group 3, Great-O-Khan versus Callum Newman. I mean, I cannot imagine Callum Newman running the table here. I think that's Great-O-Khan's spot. It's
got to be O'Khan, especially since I have got Bolton going the next level over, and I think O'Khan and Bolton is going to be the semi over there.
Yeah. All right. So Will, you're in agreement, Great-O-Khan?
Yep.
All right. Now we have Tomohiro Ishii returning to New Japan against Drilla Maloney. I don't know who the hell wins this one.
It would shock me if Ishii took this match. It would absolutely shock me.
I mean, I guess after you have Drilla beat Shingo, it would kind of undo a lot of that, I would think.
Yeah. Have Drilla run through the gatekeepers.
Yeah, I like that. Yep, we're going to go Drilla there. TJP gets a bye because why not? And Nick, as you were saying, Bolton Oleg versus Bad Luck Fale.
Well, because TJP is trying to get his way to face Gabe Kidd, because he wants to be closer to kids as much as possible. Anyways.
Twice. Okay, cool. Bolton Oleg, Bad Luck Fale. This match is just here for the one spot because we want to see Oleg throw Fale.
Shake.
Yes, we want to see him do it to Fale.
It's in front of 50,000 Olegers. Bolton Knights. Bolts. What does he call his Hulkamaniacs?
I know. I'm sure not saying the first one.
No, they're Olgers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Olgers.
Olgers.
I don't hate it.
Doing the Bolton shake in the crowd.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
is that like the Shira shake?
Yeah, it's like the Shira shake. I was about to say it. Yes, it is.
Full circle.
How did we get the Shira shake twice in one episode?
This is a TNA podcast.
Yeah, obviously.
Matt, the Bentley bounce. The Bentley bounce.
Yes, the Bentley.
Oh, Matt.
We got towel guy in the front.
This is it. This is golden age.
Christ. Wonder what happened to Matt Bentley.
Is he dead?
Is he?
Oh,
maybe.
So.
Hold on.
No. I feel like I'd have been upset.
No, he's 45, still alive.
Huh. Good for him. All right, Bolton Oleg over Bad Luck Fale.
Yes.
Shingo gets a bye. Now we have Drilla versus TJP.
So what is the deal with TJP anyways? Are they what I have no idea what the plan even could be at this point. It seemed like they were trying something, then he didn't even get into the G1, and then he just disappeared from the face of the earth. So I don't see him winning. If he wins, I don't know. I like TJP. I know people don't like him. I like him, but I don't see him winning.
I mean, he's a good wrestler. He, just other things.
Yes.
But yeah,
car, guys, remember that? He lived in his car.
But yeah,
blew up the car.
I can't imagine putting TJP over Drilla if you're going to have him beating the guys he's beaten so far.
Not a chance.
So then we have Bolton Oleg, Shingo Takagi.
I struggled with this.
Shingo coming off a loss, but you don't want Bolton losing again.
But it's also Shingo. So losing to Shingo is not going to hurt, but also Shingo can't be hurt. He's bulletproof. So, I mean, it's a hard one. I struggled so much with this. I went with Bolton, and that's my pick, but I struggled with this one.
Yeah, this one's tough. You can convince me either way.
You know, I'm gonna do a coin flip real quick. Coin flip. Let's see. Heads for Bolton, tails for Shingo. Here we go. Flip. I went Bolton.
All right. Bolton.
All right, that decides it. We're going Bolton Oleg over Shingo Takagi. That would be a hell of a win for him.
The white man wins again.
And now we have Bolton Oleg versus Drilla Maloney. That's a hell of a decision. I mean, it seems too early for Bolton.
Yeah, I feel it's too early for Drilla.
I mean,
at least Bolton's has some. Bolton's been in the G1. Well, no, Joe's been in the G1, right?
Was he in it last year?
No, he wasn't. Drilla?
No, he was in Super Junior last year.
Oh, right.
Drilla's first match as a heavyweight with Shingo.
Okay, yeah. So I'm saying, Drill. I don't think Drill's there yet as a heavy. I mean, this would put him over the edge, obviously, but
yeah,
I don't think you sacrifice Bolton's overness right now for a quick chance at Drilla getting over.
Does that mean we're putting Great-O-Khan in the final?
Maybe.
I mean,
yeah. We're at the final four now. So,
in my mind, go ahead. Great-O-Khan's in this interesting spot on the card, where I feel like he fits that Fale spot, where he's going to be a continuous contender, but he's never going to do shit. But he always seems like he's going to be a threat to a title or to a top guy. But maybe one day he'll win a title. Probably won't. Yeah,
I can see that.
I love Great-O-Khan. I love Chinese zombie vampire man who loves strippers. But I don't know. He's just in a weird spot on the card where I don't feel like he's ever going to have a massive win under his name, but he'll always be that looming threat kind of guy.
Yeah. Before we get to him, we do have David Finlay versus Gabe Kidd. Bullet Club versus Bullet Club is what we have in the final four. Like I said, I have a hard time picking against David Finlay in this tournament.
So, unfortunately, I agree, because if you put Gabe Kidd to win, then Gabe Kidd has to win the tournament. But it's way too early for Gabe Kidd to lose to Shingo. Because also Gabe Kidd's contract status is also up in the air. I don't think he leaves, but money does talk.
I think he's going to win this tournament here. Then he's going to go win the Owen Hart Cup also. That's what he's going to do this year.
The guy who ate AEW is going to go win the Owen Hart Cup.
Yeah,
man. Listen, I love Gabe. That's not a tournament I want him talking in. I don't know if I trust him talking.
Good point. That is kind of scary. I think you're right.
I got to go Finlay. Will, are you going Finlay?
Unfortunately, what I was saying, because I think the projection, I feel if he stays around, he's the one that retires Tana at the Dome.
That's I like that.
I feel like based on if you start telling the story proper of Gabe crying in front of Tana, Gabe being the student of the original Musketeers, his sacrifices going through Japan, and now he's going to be the one to lead the future. I think it makes no sense.
I'll say this: if you do that, you need to lock him down on a contract for a couple of years.
Oh, of course, not just a one year deal either.
Yeah, because
I did my original bracket with the thought that Finlay was possibly gone, and so I put Evil all the way into the end, and I had Gabe and Evil in the semifinal, and then I had Gabe going into the final. So it's if Finlay's sticking around, then I don't see him losing to Gabe yet.
Yeah, so we're going to go Finlay, and then we have Great-O-Khan, Bolton Oleg. I have to imagine it's Great-O-Khan,
right?
I think it's
Great-O-Khan and Finlay. That's where it gets tough for me.
Well, then I guess you'd want the hot baby face. I can see Bolton being O'Khan, then Bolton losing to Finlay in the finals,
and I can see the crowd going fucking nuts to see Bolton beat Finlay.
Right. So then when he loses to Finley, it's like, oh.
Yeah, but they're just upset and it's good. And then he goes and kicks some ass in the G1 in a few months and everybody's happy.
All right, so do we want to go Oleg?
I think I want to go Oleg.
All right,
I think
let's
that's
go
a better
Oleg.
final. It's a better final.
Okay, then we got David Finlay, Bolton Oleg in our New Japan
Why the fuck not?
final.
Why the hell not?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so then we think David Finlay beats Oleg though?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you've convinced me on this. I think that's like a surprising final, but an interesting one. Because you do have because the crowd loves Oleg. Like everywhere he goes, that they just get into his matches, and him getting close against Finlay would be interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go David Finlay, and we have officially made our didn't get all of it New Japan Cup Championship bracket. David Finlay wins New Japan Cup. We did it.
At least it isn't a Dusty Cup, because that you should throw in the washer.
Absolutely. You guys got anything else before we head out of here? That sounds like a no.
Get ready, everybody, for the Ring Ka King Patreon special coming up soon.
Listen, if you join us, I will 100%.
Yes.
I see. So this is funny because I tried pitching Wrestling Society X and they said no, but they'll do Ring Ka King.
Also, you can't find any Wrestling Society X anywhere.
I'm sure if you
got the DVDs.
But yeah, we've got one Patreon special already on the books. But yeah, I think the next one we do, let's pencil that in for Ring King.
Oh, so we're not doing Pride?
Yeah, we're doing Pride first. I already started watching that.
Oh, can we do that one in June, guys?
I made that joke. You were part of that joke last time.
I think you actually made that joke. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm just gonna say we have the same brain. I know that's scary. Shit.
That's how all New Jersey people are interlocked.
Well, if you're gonna put it that way, all right.
Oh, Lord Almighty! Well,
wait. I thought Soberano was in this tournament. Isn't Soberano in this tournament?
No.
I shoehorned that one in. That didn't work for me.
Wow. Okay.
I tried something. It didn't work out.
It did not. Yeah, we didn't get all of it this week.
I didn't get all of it. Damn it.
Really.
We'll try again next time. For Nick and Will, I'm Kaz. We'll see you on the next episode. Will, do your thing.
I already did the bit tonight. Let's do it again.
Do the bit for the people, Will.
We step up in the club, and the ladies looking lovely. Wait.
Wrong show.
Oh shit.
And if it's your quinceañera, buenos tardes, saca puntos.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.